And we must all come together. We must have an open mind of coming together, putting all our capabilities together and confront the evil that is in the villa. Most Nigerians today don't feel they belong to this country or belong to this government unless they have a Yoruba-sounding name.
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video we are going straight into a shocking revelation from former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai. What he said has set political circles on fire, and you need to hear this. Speaking in Imo State, El-Rufai painted a dark picture of Nigeria under President Tinubu. He said in his 65 years of life, he has never seen the country this bad. In just 2 years of APC rule, according to him, more than 30 million Nigerians have been pushed into poverty. He told the crowd that life before May 2023 compared to life today is like night and day, and everyone can feel the difference. But El-Rufai wasn't done. He warned that Nigeria is going down fast and only one thing can stop it: the power of the people's vote in 2027. He urged especially the youths in the southeast to register massively and prepare to vote out the APC. He said clearly, the only power you have left is your vote. Then came the real bombshell. El-Rufai told the crowd that opposition parties are already coming together in a coalition to, in his word, confront the evil that is in the villa. Yes, those were his exact words, calling Tinubu's government evil and accusing it of working only for cronies while ordinary Nigerians suffer. And just when people thought he was finished, El-Rufai dropped his most controversial claim yet, that most Nigerians today don't even feel they belong to this country or this government unless they have a Yoruba-sounding name. That statement shocked many in the audience and has already started sparking heated debates across Nigeria. He went further, blasting leaders who tell Nigerians to tighten their belts while they themselves buy new planes and flashy cars. According to him, that is why people have lost trust in government, because leaders don't lead by example. Still, despite his harsh words, El-Rufai said Nigerians must not lose hope. He reminded everyone that over 2 million lives were lost to keep this country together, and that with the right leadership, Nigeria can rise again. Guys, this is not just another political speech. This is El-Rufai directly calling out Tinubu, labeling him the evil in the villa, and warning that Nigeria is sliding deeper into crisis. The big question now is El-Rufai speaking as a concerned elder statesman, or is he already laying the groundwork for his own 2027 ambitions? Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look, guys, and remember to share your thoughts after watching.
Mr. Chairman, that you have bestowed on me by inviting me to this conference, to Imo State, and to this occasion. I am very, very grateful to the national leadership of the party for organizing this conference and inviting these very distinguished keynote speakers. We flew in this afternoon. Our flight was a little delayed, and we had to go pay our respects to the Eze of Nekede. That's why we are delayed. I want to apologize for keeping all of you waiting. Now, having said that, I just want to make 2 or 3 points. First, we all know that Nigeria is in grave danger. And we know that we've witnessed governments, we've seen them perform, we've seen them not perform. We've seen our situation as a country sometimes improving, sometimes not improving. But in the 65 years I have lived in Nigeria, which is post-independence Nigeria, there has never been a government that within 12 months has shown it did not come to work for the people, but for themselves. Within 24 months, this government, this APC government, has thrown 30 million more Nigerians into poverty. Each and every person that lives in Nigeria, whether you're rich or poor, know the difference between life on 29th May 2023 and life in 2025. So what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, my colleagues in the SDP, is that Nigeria is going down and down. It has never been this bad in my 65 years of being alive in this country. But this is not a conference of lamentations. This is a conference about the future. Our future is in our hands. We must register to vote. We must get everyone that is 16, 17 years of age now and above to register to vote. Because by 2027, they will be 18. Imo State, and indeed the entire Southeast, is lagging behind in the continuous voter registration exercise. This is not acceptable. The only power you have is your vote. It's the only thing you can use to kick out this government and replace it with something better. So I appeal to all of you here, you're all leaders in your own right, to please go back to your communities, to your villages, to your organizations, and encourage every adult to register to vote. That's the first step. The second step, of course, is to come out to vote on election day and vote against the APC. Number two, as you're aware, we have adopted a party for the coalition, the African Democratic Congress, the ADC. So why am I here speaking to SDP chieftains? I'm here to tell you that the adoption of the ADC is the first step. There are further steps where other opposition parties like the SDP, the NNPP, even the PDP or whatever is left of it, will join this coalition. This is a coalition to save Nigeria. To save Nigeria from extremely bad governance. A government of cronies that we have never seen in our history. And we must all come together. We must have an open mind of coming together, putting all our capabilities together and confront the evil that is in the villa. We must do it with single-minded focus. And we must put all our differences aside and ensure that this is done. The third point I want to make is that post-2027, the job of rebuilding Nigeria and bringing back the confidence and feeling of inclusion in governance will start. It's not going to be easy. Every Nigerian must have a sense of belonging. Most Nigerians today don't feel they belong to this country or belong to this government unless they have a Yoruba-sounding name. And we must work together. We must not get angry. We must see this as a phase and a lesson on nation building. We must not be bitter or say we will revenge or retaliate what is being done now. But we must go back, work together as a people united, to rebuild institutions that are being destroyed, to appoint people to positions on merit, and to ensure that election time we stand up to protect our votes and not be intimidated by anyone, whether it is police, the military, or INEC. We must register to vote, we must vote and insist that our votes count. This is our message right across Nigeria. I've been going around the country. I've been speaking to many people like you with this same message. For me, it does not matter who is the next president of Nigeria. But I want to see somebody who is competent and who cares about lifting the poorest of us, our people. And giving opportunity for the most endowed amongst us to excel, to realize their full potentials. Government should be an enabler of those that are weak to rise, an enabler of those that are strong to be even stronger. No one needs to be shortchanged in a government that is concerned about the people. But when a government is concerned about getting things for itself, a few families and a few friends, then the whole of society suffers. And we've seen a lot of this in Nigeria. We must come together. We must unite. We must be strong and resilient and work to make our country better. It is okay to sit and blame the leaders, but we should ask ourselves in our little areas, because each and every one of us here is a leader of some sort. You may just be the leader of your family or the leader of a group of friends. You may be a follower to the governor of Imo State, but in your family, in your schools, in your circle of friends and social interactions, you are a leader too. How have you led people? Have you led with integrity? Have you led by example? Because unless you lead by example, you make those that are below you even more cynical. This government has said it is undertaking fundamental reforms. And we agree with some of the reforms. But leaders should lead by example. You can't ask us to tighten our belts while you are buying a new plane and a brand new car for yourself. This is Latvia. Seriously, this is what I mean when I say lead by example. Because the people that you lead are looking up to you to see whether, when you ask them to sacrifice, you are also making a bigger sacrifice. When you are asking them to walk, you are running. That's why you're a leader. And when people don't see that, they get cynical, they begin to distrust leaders, and this is what has happened to Nigeria. But I'm appealing to you, my friends, my colleagues, members of the SDP, that we should never, never, ever lose hope. This country is not a geographical expression. It is a creation of God. And we lost 2 million lives to keep this country the way it is. It is too late for us to go back and bring those 2 million lives. But what we can do is to make Nigeria the China of Africa, and we can do it. We can do it, and by the grace of God, we will do it. All we need is leadership that leads by example, that treats every Nigerian equally, that focuses on getting people based strictly on merit while reflecting our diversity. It is not difficult, it can be done. By the grace of God, working together, all of us, we will achieve it. I thank you once again for inviting me to this conference and to Imo State. And I'm sorry if I've spoken too much and with too much emotion. But thank you. But I have only one passport, my Nigerian passport. And I'm not going anywhere until I see this country improve.
The problem with Bola Tinubu is that he thinks I'm the one that offended him. I didn't offend him, he offended me. And he's full of himself, and he thinks that because he's now a so-called president.
Is he so-called or is he the president?
So-called.
That's the president of the Federal Republic.
I believe he didn't win the election. The facts on the ground said he didn't win.
Who now won? Atiku?
Peter Obi won that election.
So you imagine that they rigged the election in 2023. That's what you're saying.
Massive rigging. Massive, not just rigging.
And those who did it for them are now revealed to you.
They are part of this society. Who is happy about this society except people in government?
This offense that Bola Tinubu offended you must be a very grave one.
Excessive.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he almost kill you?
No.
Did he kill your child?
No.
Did he steal from you? What exactly could he have done that is so grave?
See.
Did he humiliate you in any way?
No, it's worse than that. If we
Wow.
talk,
It must be very bad.
it is very, very bad.
But he thought you offended him.
It's because it was arrogance. The guy has an arrogance that belies definition.
That's the president, the number one citizen of the
not a
nation.
human being? When you get to president, do you become suddenly Jesus Christ? Or do you suddenly become Muhammad? You are still who you are. Being a president doesn't change who you are.
What are your people saying in the north about Tinubu?
So we agreed that we must vote en bloc. If we don't vote en bloc, we will not be able to achieve our goals.
So that's the agreement now?
That's our understanding of the way to go. Almost every significant northern politician that is not in government attends our meetings.
How easy do you think it is to beat Bola Tinubu and the APC?
It's very, very easy. We are Nigerians. APC people didn't come from heaven. From Mars. We are Nigerians. We know how they did it last time. We'll make sure they don't do it this time. They'll try new methods. We'll block it.
You discovered what happened in 2023?
We just spoke about it earlier on.
The APC is the party of the northern elites, or the choice party of the northern elites.
Yes. Eventually, we just decided, of course, that we can only pursue this if we are in one solid political party. And we all agree this political party can only be ADC. Now,
so it was a unanimous decision that ADC, by this northern elite, is a party that could win election.
That would win election.
Okay.
There was a Bola Tinubu platform in which we're participating. And they started insulting Northerners. Northerners are this, Northerners are this, Northerners are this, they are illiterate. So I wrote on that platform a WhatsApp group. These are the people whose votes we will need. If you antagonize them, we are finished. The problem with the Yorubas, and I still repeat it, is that when you support them and they win, they turn around to convert you as if they behave as if they have subdued you, as if they have conquered you. They will not count your support that we are just doing this because we want Bola Tinubu to be president. We that are not Yorubas will regret it. Because when you go there, they throw us out. They say, no, BD, why are you saying that? It's not true. It's happening now.
Is it happening now?
Exactly. Worse than that. I didn't expect it to be like this bad. There's a saying that if I translate it literally, how good the weekend will be, the evidence will show on Friday. It's not I started criticizing the government when he appointed the central bank governor, and the man started removing restrictions of certain inputs, which I considered very important to the masses of the country. And one time I say, the CBN governor would patch CV.
You said the CBN governor has a patch CV, which is unfair to say, because of his profile and reputation.
What was his profile? He was the manager of one branch of bank that was Lagos, Warri, Port Harcourt. Obviously, he was chasing oil money, and in any case, the bank did not collapse.
So you don't think that he deserved the job?
No, and he's not doing the job.
Really?
Yeah. You people don't listen. These city people don't listen. If you go to the rural, the farming communities, you dare not mention Bola Tinubu.
Really?
Yes. You brought people who, some of them had already jackpot to it. They were living in Europe. He brings them back. And some of them were in Lagos boys, Ajegule brought us and brings them into government. Their only interest is how to make money for themselves and repatriate it to their families in Florida, in Canada, and so on and so forth. This government has no politician. Who is the politician in this government? They are the so-called technocrats that work with him in Lagos and Ogun, and he brings them into government. They don't care about whether this government performs or not. They care about what they will make.
So if Bola Tinubu wins again in 2027, what would you say?
It will not kill me.